Hello investors, welcome to Investors Central. Before proceeding to the information on Sundaram Services Fund, please let me show my gratitude for making our channel reach 100 subscribers. Thank you for 100 subscribers and thank you very much friends. I just finished reading Atomic Habits book by James Clear and trying to improve the consistency of the videos I upload. So friends, I'll definitely be consistent in giving you information that is useful to you regarding mutual fund and stocks investments. If possible, I'll add videos on life and health insurance products that will favor us in future. Coming to the basic details of the fund, current NAV of the fund in direct mode is 30 rupees and in regular mode, the NAV is 28 rupees. Coming to the expense ratio, in direct mode, the expense ratio is 0.58% per annum. And in regular mode, the expense ratio is little higher at 1.89%. Here I want to take some time friends, because this is what we pay from our end. The expense ratio is what we pay from our end, where we need to be very clear on how much we are paying for what we are getting from the fund house or fund managers or asset management company. So here the expense ratio in direct mode is 5.58% and in regular mode it is 1.89%. It means if we are investing in regular mode, we are paying 1.31% extra every year as charges to the fund house. For example, if we are investing 10 lakhs, we are paying around 13,100 rupees as expense ratio, as charges. So this is what we are paying from our end for the fund managers and fund asset management company to manage our fund. Now let us check out other basic details of this fund. Inception date of this fund is 21st September 2018 and it has completed 5.5 years, 5.5 years as of now. And the fund manager of this fund is Rohit Saxeria. He is a chartered accountant and a IIM Ahmedabad MBA graduate. The fund manager, Mr. Rohit Saxeria, has got All India 36th rank in CA from the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, and he is in top decile of Indian Institute of Management in Ahmedabad also. So our money, we hope it is in the safe hands. Current AUM of the fund is 3,225.14 crores. And exit load of this fund is 1% for up to 365 days. Exit load refers to the charges we pay to exit from the fund before the mentioned tenure, that is 365 days. Coming to the performance of the fund, over a 6 months period, the fund has given 12.41%, while the index S&P BSE 500 has given 17.6%. Here 5% low returns are there, but it's not a concern friends, because it's a very short period. Over the longer period, if the fund is beating the benchmark, we can expect it is performing well. And coming to the 1 year return, 34.39% is the return given by the fund, where the index has given 36.91%. So here also 2% down is there, but it's almost in a 1 year period, means exactly 2%. For 1 lakh, it's 2,000. And coming to the 3 year period, the fund has beaten the benchmark with 5% alpha. So here 19.6 is the return given by index, that is S&P BSE 500, where the fund has given 24.34%. Over a 5 year period also, the fund has beaten its benchmark with 21.97% is the fund return, while the index has given 17.25%. So the fund has given 21.97% interest for 5 year period, that is CAGR. So friends, here also we have around 4% alpha. And coming to the another index, let's check the other index also, that is Nifty Services Index. If we compare with that index also, there we can find 1 year and 3 year returns. There also the fund has 1 year and 5 year returns. There also the fund has beaten its benchmark, that is Nifty Services Fund. So for 1 year period, the fund has given 34.39%. And Nifty Services Index has given 22.46. Here the margin is very huge. And in 5 year period, the Nifty Services Index has given 12.57% return, where the Sundaram Services Fund has given 21.97%. So friends, here also margin is high around, in 1 year period, the margin is around, the alpha is around 12%, while in 5 years, the alpha is around 9%. So this is an important point to be considered while investing in fund. But let us complete the review, then we will finally understand the strengths and weaknesses in this fund. Then we will decide whether to go ahead with this fund or not. If we are going ahead, whether to go in direct mode or in regular mode, we will completely understand in further in the video. Coming to the risk matrix of the fund has standard deviation of 13.51, while the index S&P BSE 500 has standard deviation of 13.18. So little higher standard deviation is there, and Sharpe ratio is 1.26, while the Sharpe ratio of the index is 1.02. Sharpe ratio is the risk adjusted return. The return is compared with standard deviation, friends. So here the risk for the risk taken, the return is better than the index. The 1.26 Sharpe ratio says that. Beta of the fund is 0.94, which is less than 1, means less riskier than index also, friends. And coming to alpha is 4.24. So previously we have discussed in returns that 17.25 is the return in index, while fund has given 21.97% CAGR in 5-year period. That alpha it is showing here. Friends. That is 4.24 is a very good alpha. Friends, now let us check the investments in this fund and the details of the portfolio, etc. Coming to the asset allocation, this one is completely equity fund, so 100% is into equity only, and there are 53 number of stocks in this fund. Out of those 53, around 40% or around 60% are large companies that falls under large cap category, and 25% mid cap, and remaining 14% is invested in small cap stocks also. So which is this fund, we can say it is a multi-cap portfolio with a bias towards large cap stocks. But because of those large cap stocks, the standard deviation is reduced, and because of the small cap and mid cap inclusion in the portfolio, the returns are more than the index over a longer period, friends. Recently there is a fall in small and mid cap stocks. That's why maybe 1 year return is low when compared with S&P BSE 500 index. And coming to the top 10 sectors in this portfolio and in this fund: financial services, banks, technology, communication, energy, healthcare, consumer discretionary, insurance, and construction and textile stocks also there. So friends, this is a completely diversified portfolio where towards healthcare, that is hospitals provide healthcare services. So that's why in hospitals also this fund has invested. Insurance stocks also there, which is very hugely diversified. So banks we have, and many other technology stocks we have. Financial services, hospitality services, all the services stocks are there, friends. This is what I like about this fund. This fund is completely diversified. Still it is into sectoral category. So that diversification and the exposure towards small cap, mid caps and large caps is a very good thing, a very good diversification, and number of stocks are also decent at 53. Coming to the strengths of this fund, Sundaram brand has built a trust over the years in the market. And coming to the second point, widely diversified portfolio is there in this fund in the services sector, and it is segmented across market caps also. So that is a very good thing I find in this fund. And thirdly, the services sector contribution to India's GDP is at 53% now. So if that is, most of the GDP is contributed by services, so we can assume if India grows, this fund also should grow. And there is good risk measures in this fund. So we have seen previously that standard deviation is little higher, but Sharpe ratio, beta, alpha, everything is better than the returns given by the index, and it is outperforming the indices. And coming to weaknesses in this fund, only concern I have in this fund is little higher expense ratio in regular mode of investments in this fund. But if you want to stick with your advisor, you can go ahead and invest in regular mode. But what I suggest is, in direct mode, the expense ratio is far lower in this fund. This you can consider this option as well. That's it, friends. So we have seen the basic details, the performance of the fund, risk measures, strengths and weaknesses of this fund. Thank you very much for watching the video till the end, and please do like, share and subscribe to our channel, and let us encourage more to give more videos to you and provide more information. But before investing, please check with your investment advisor also, so that you can get any other funds also, or they can suggest any better plans. But hope this is useful to you. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for 100 subscribers. Love you all. Bye.